Sure. So I think it's important to remember that DeFi was created in opposition to traditional finance in the first place. So to the extent that there's an overlap, it is certainly unintentional from the perspective of DeFi and then traditional finance. Well, the traditional finance has tried to co-opt some of the things that DeFi has been successful with. So they've tried to work on things like blockchain and smart contracts and things like that. But I think if anything, it's more of a danger than something that's going to help the ecosystem. I think one of the two areas that we'll see sort of traditional finance and DeFi have any sort of relationship is in the areas of CBDCs. And then also in the areas of things like Bitcoin ETF, for example. So for example, a Bitcoin ETF will allow a lot of institutional money to flow into crypto. But the flip side of that is what you have then is a highly correlated asset, an asset that has a high risk of contagion with the traditional finance sector, right? So there was a time when Bitcoin was considered a non-correlated asset, so it behaved as a hedge. When things in traditional finance were going a bit crazy, Bitcoin would behave as a hedge. Well, now when you have things like sort of CBDCs and even things like the Bitcoin ETF, perhaps that should it get approved, you have a much higher risk of financial contagion from sort of traditional finance and DeFi. So I'm not really sure that to the extent that there's any overlap, that's actually a good thing.